Hey, this is Anthony from CarPlayLife.com, and today we'll be looking at the Logitech MX Keys keyboard. This is a keyboard that released in 2019, I believe, quite recently, alongside a mouse, which Logitech has also kindly given to us, the MX Master 3, so they kind of go in combination with each other. I've taken it out of the box already. And put it on a Mac so far. So the benefit of this keyboard, at least for me, was that if you've got a Mac like I have, or a MacBook, and you're using a keyboard with it, such as this one here, the Apple one, if you've got a second machine like a PC, and you want to connect it to a keyboard, and you've got lots of keyboards around on your desk, ideally you kind of want one. And Logitech do some great keyboards that allow you to switch between like different platforms, whether it's PC, Linux, Mac, and so on. So here's the Logitech keyboard. It's a really nice keyboard. It's very weighty. It's definitely not going to move about if you kick it around a bit. On the top you've got a power on, and you can charge it through USB-C, which you get quite a nice long USB-C cable for it as well. And it's a full keyboard, QWERTY keyboard in the UK. You've got a numeric keypad there, and you've got lots of specifically down here like a mix of Windows and Mac combination buttons. If you're using Mac, it's going to be exactly the same as your Mac keyboard anyway. And you've got like a function key here, which means you can change the top F keys and switch between those. And you can also have use a nice software that they've created to actually change these function keys, called Logi Options, I believe. It's like a software suite which you install, and it also backs up your keyboard layout as well, so you can actually transfer any short keys and things like that between your PC and Mac connection. So switching connection is done by these three, so you can have three separate platforms that you can actually have use this keyboard with. So for me, it'll be the Mac on this one, and then I'll press this one, and then I'll be controlling the PC machine as well. So it's really nice. So I can just have one keyboard on the tabletop and not have to pull different keyboards out between uses of the Mac keyboard and so on. So it's a rechargeable keyboard. You've got nice little rubber feet here, so you can actually, it's not going to slide around, but it's very top heavy. This has definitely got the battery inside it, and that alone is quite a chunky, weighty element to it. So you've got the profile there, some nice soft keys, probably like the old couple of generations ago keyboard on the Mac. It's not quite the very short drawer of these keys. You can tell, if I can get it right, the profile of the Apple ones are a bit lower, and this is very much like their butterfly keyboard, and this is a scissor mechanism, so it's still nice and soft. It has a nice little traction. It doesn't really make that much noise. It's backlit as well, which is what the Mac one wouldn't do, so it's quite handy at night time. You've got fully fledged cursor keys here, yeah, so you can operate all the Mac functions here. So you've got your standard layout, exactly the same as your Mac layout, really. So in the box you get a USB-C cable to charge, and you also get a receiver, but you don't actually have to use that. If you've got a Mac, for example, with Bluetooth, which majority of Macs actually do, You don't have to use this at all. You just literally connect your to your Bluetooth, type in the key commands just to pair it, and then the keyboard's pairs. It's great with that, and it should technically work. But if it doesn't, you've got this little receiver that you can plug into your USB slot, and it will work with it off the bat too. So a couple of promotional things for the MX3 mouse. How to remove the battery if you want to recycle the keyboard. I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. And just your general warranty bump for the keyboard itself. It's backlit, so with backlight it will last about 10 days with a backlight on. Otherwise it should last about 5 months without the backlight on. So, and you can turn that on and off through the software as well. So not bad. 10 days on the battery charge, otherwise 5 months, not bad. I'm pleased so far, but it needs some a bit of time before we bring out the full review of the keyboard. So if you'd like to know more about the keyboard and what our thoughts are of it, check out the review when it goes live on CarPlayLife.com. All right, and so until then, my name's Anthony from CarPlayLife, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.